Mangools is 5 small SEO apps under one login, and that simplicity is the whole story. It's the best thing about it, and it's the exact reason it caps out. No enterprise bloat buys you one thing most reviews skip, a difficulty score that's actually computed differently. But the same trade leaves 3 real gaps. The backlink index is thinner than the big tools. There's no full site crawl, and the AI brief drifts on niche stuff. So this isn't about whether Mangools is good. It's whether your work lives in its lane, or past it. Start with a headline app, KW Finder. See that score on the left? The KD reading 66, tagged hard? That's the part to understand. Most tools just average domain strength. Mangools builds that number from the live top 10. Their domain authority, how long their content runs, their backlink profiles. So the score isn't how strong are these sites, it's what's actually blocking this page. Read it as a SERP shape, not a strength meter. A medium KD over thin, short top 10 content is more winnable than the number admits. That's the lever, and it's the one thing the aggregator reviews never explain. So one number, but it's telling you something the others aren't. Strength is one thing, what's actually defending the page is another. That gap is the whole reason to read the KD differently. And the depth holds across the suite. This is SERP Checker, the whole top 10 laid out as a table. Each row carries the domain authority, the page authority, the citation flow, the trust flow. So before you write a word, you can see the shape of who you'd have to outrank. That's the competitive read most people pay a far bigger tool for. Here it's one click off the same keyword. Same with Link Miner. Run it on a domain and it pulls the referring domains, 10.6 thousand here, across more than 1 million backlinks, each row showing citation flow, trust flow, the anchor text. Low trust flow next to high citation flow. That's your spam farm tell, right there in the column. You're not exporting to a spreadsheet to find it. It's on the screen. Last one, Site Profiler. Whole domain audit in a single frame. The authority score up top, 91 here. The trust metrics beside it. The referring IPs, top pages by traffic. That's the pre-pitch scan if you're sizing up a competitor before a project. And the speed is the real win. SERP Watcher even exports your rank data in one click, where the big rank trackers bury it 3 drop-downs deep. That's a workflow edge, not a data depth claim. The big index still wins on raw depth. Hold that thought. So here's where the same lane shows its edge. That backlink index on screen. It's about 70% the size of the biggest tools. For a solo creator auditing their own links, you'll never feel it. But if you need more than 500 backlinks per competitor, or gap analysis across 10 plus competitors, the rows just stop being there. That's not a flaw, it's a boundary marker. It tells you exactly where this stops being your tool. Second gap, and I'm blurring my own domains here. This is SERP Watcher, the rank tracker. It watches positions beautifully. What it doesn't do is crawl your site. There's no full technical audit, no JavaScript render checks, no redirect chain map, no broken link graph. If you're a technical SEO, that's a separate tool, a dedicated crawler, or a bigger suite's site audit module. For a content-led creator, you'll likely never miss it. Drilling into one tracked site. Keywords tracked daily, rank change, the 30-day trend. Solid. Third gap is the AI Content Brief add-on, 19 a month on top. For evergreen topics, it reads clean. On niche, technical, or current event stuff, it drifts, so you outline those by hand. Honestly, I'd spend the 19 on the better tier instead. All 3 gaps trace to the same route. This is a focused tool, not a platform. Each one just tells you which buyer it stops serving. So what's the actual day-to-day? Let me show you the one workflow I run. Type a long-tail seed. Here it's best podcast hosting for new creators. KW Finder returns 100 plus variants, each with its own difficulty score. See the KD on this seed sitting at 59? That's the starting read. Now here's the part nobody tells you. The threshold the tool implies is winnable is wrong for a new site. Calibrate the ceiling by domain age, not the score. Under 6 months old, treat 20 as your max. 6 to 12 months, 25. Over a year, 30. The surface, under 30 is fine, loses for a new domain every time. From what I've seen, the first useful filtered preset takes about 15 minutes the first time. After that, it's a 30-second loop. Watch the filter do the winnowing. 100 rows down to the low competition set in about 4 seconds. Set your ceiling, then save the filtered set as a working preset. That's the move that turns 100 raw keywords into the shortlist you actually write to. And the search itself is fast. Type the seed, results land, your reading scores. That speed is the whole point of the suite. It's why a solo workflow can keep up with sites that outspend it on tooling. Run the low KD set, write to it, track it in SERP Watcher. That's the loop. Pricing's quick. Basic gives you 100 keyword lookups a day. Premium jumps to 700. That's the workhorse. Agency goes to 1500 and adds 5 team seats. 2 things to know. Those caps reset every 24 hours. Not monthly. An agency sprint can blow through premiums by lunchtime. And here's the real money decision. Premium has 0 team seats. The moment a second person touches the account, you're forced up to agency. Sharing one login is against their terms. So if there's any chance of a second user, just buy agency from day one. Quick aside, If you want to poke at this on your own keywords, the link's in the description. Stackauditors.com/mangools. It opens straight to the 10-day premium trial, no card. Go run one keyword you actually care about. So where does it sit against the names you know? 3 tools, 3 different lanes. None of them better, just built for different work. The big backlink suite owns the enterprise graph. Its index runs about 3 times larger on a real competitor scan, and it adds a full site audit module Mangools doesn't have. That's worth the higher tier when backlink gap work blocks you more than 2 hours a week. The Breadth platform, paid, organic, and social in one dashboard, pays off the day you're actively running 3 of those channels. And the beginner floor tool serves the learning stage before you're running production content. So map your dominant workflow to a lane, then pick. On the tiers, Basic's a glorified trial, the cap's seat of that. Premium's the workhorse. Agency only earns its keep at 2+ seats, or when you're hitting caps by noon. So who actually buys this? Here's the surprising part. Almost everyone lands on the same tier. Solo creator, niche blogger, micro SaaS founder, in-house SEO at a Series A SaaS. All 4 premium. Same buy, completely different reasons. Full breakdowns on screen. Only one carries an asterisk. The in-house SaaS seat stays on premium until backlink gap work eats more than 2 hours a week, and then it moves up to the bigger index. 2 situations break away. Running an agency, 2 to 5 clients, go straight to agency tier, skip premium, and recheck when 6+ clients overrun the caps. An enterprise team of 10 or more, agency stops at 5 seats, so that's a different category, not this tool. A seat ceiling, not a price one. So the tell is simple. Fit decides this, not price. Notice why that works. The KD number on this screen reads the same for all of them. What changes is the lane each one runs in. Match yourself to one and commit today. If you already know you're a solo creator, that's the buy. The 10-day trial gives you full premium access. Use our link at the bottom of the video or the one in bio. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.